Hello and welcome back to another Mount and Blade Warband video. As usual, if you're new to the channel, please make sure to subscribe, like and comment on the video. And a massive thank you to everyone who has been subscribing recently and have obviously subscribed in the past. It's still awesome to see the channel grow and see all the comments and questions and opinions, everything flowing through the obviously the comment section below. As usual though, with that side of things, if I don't get back to you straight away, it is usually because I am actually preoccupied with something. It's not that I'm ignoring you. I really do try and answer everyone and try and give everyone a, at least a reply, a like or a love heart, all that type of stuff, because I'm nice like that. And I really do appreciate yourselves joining this community and being a sub and obviously watching everything, and I hope you're enjoying all the content as well. So very obviously, as it's in the title, this video is how to provoke a kingdom. And sometimes it's a good question of why do you want to provoke a kingdom? Short answer is peace sometimes makes a very boring game, but also at the same time, if you're at peace with absolutely everyone, it is quite hard to earn money, early game, if you don't have any, don't have castles and villages, loads of them. You don't have the money to buy all the businesses to kind of obviously keep giving you wealth. So war is unfortunately the way to do it, because you can only do so much bandit and bandit raiding and all that type of thing. So short answer is, peacetime is actually very boring. So usually I will only take this up as a quest, and to do this usually you go to talk to your lords that are in your kingdom, ask them if they've got any tasks, and usually majority, because you're a lord, will say I've got nothing for you because you're a lord too. However, some will go, right, I don't like the peace that we're having with a certain kingdom, I think we should provoke something and create a war. And then obviously if you agree with that, because it's a kingdom that you don't like, he will then go, right, so what you need to do is attack a village, attack a caravan, because the backstory is that realistically you're going to leave armor or flags or something from the Kingdom of Nords behind, which is going to be discovered. So as you can see in this video already, I have been attacking Swadian caravans because it was one of the lords who wanted to provoke a war against them, because the war against the Kingdom of Swadia has just ended just before this. And for me, it's not great because I've lost quite a few times troops, and the only way, like I say, to make money sometimes is by raiding villages, attacking the caravans, and all that type of jazz. So, therefore, because I feel like we also have the Swadians on the ropes, and they are a very big threat to us as a Kingdom of Nords, and the fact of I've literally ground down that castle, the dreaded castle that I keep getting beaten at, because I've ground that down to literally about 50 defenders, and they're all low XP. I want to get back to war. I want that castle. That castle is going to be mine. It is. I'm going to finally take that castle again, and I'm going to hold it, and it's going to be mine, and all the rents are going to go to me. So I really wanted it. So, therefore, immediately I attacked a caravan of the Kingdom of Swadia. Now, I do have to stress this quite a bit. Provoking another kingdom to brink of war, just as you've actually entered a peace agreement, a truce as it were, that hasn't even expired yet, is a very, very risky move, because as you will see later on in the video, when I eventually go and front up to the king, he is very, very displeased. Your relations with him will take a big nosedive. He will also be very tempted to indict you for treason and kick you out of the kingdom. Now, that's where you've got to play your cards very wisely, I feel. I'm not sure if I've played mine too wisely recently, though, because even after I talked to him, I did raid a couple more caravans, just because I really need the money at the moment to keep upgrading my troops, because now I've actually got a full party. I am ready for war. I'm not sure about the rest of my lords, because we as a kingdom are completely at peace. Swadian are at war again with another kingdom. Vhagar's are, Vhagar's are at peace with us, so therefore, our neighbours to the side of us aren't going to attack us. So we need to get back to Swadia and try and take some more territory off them, in my opinion. But like I say, this is a big risk. You have the risk of being kicked out, and we may or may not find that I get kicked out in a future video, depending on when I actually go and talk to the king or not. I can only hope to try and win some battles for him to kind of persuade him that he does really like me. If I carry on gaining my renown like I am, he will also see me as a very useful lord, and I think that's what actually has saved me. The fact that my renown is actually quite high, and before trying to provoke this war, I was actually seen quite friendly with the king and quite a few of the other lords. Now, it isn't just the king that you affect all your relations with all the lords in the land. Some will take a big nosedive because they're backing the king, with the fact of you have undermined the king, or you're technically challenging his rule, so they are backing him, so you will take a nosedive. Other lords, you may actually see a little bit of positive, because they may agree with the fact of they didn't want peace with Swadi, they wanted to continue. They didn't want that, so therefore they are happy to continue and have the war. So you will see a little bit of variance, but it's not just the relation with the king and the potential treason that you might fall under. Just to give you a lot of warning. Obviously, the lord whom obviously gave you the quest that you agreed with for provoking the kingdom, you will gain big positives. But like I say, depends on where they stand in the kingdom themselves, whether or not this will be something handy to your relations going forward or not. Like I say, it's all a risk, and it just depends on where you find yourself in your storyline at that potential point. Is it worth upsetting the king, provoking war? Are you at a stage where actually peace is quite useful? These are things you got to weigh up. Like I say, this is still early game, so being at war is my best opportunity to gain renown, potentially gain castles and villages, and get a bit more wealth, because as soon as I get a bit more wealth, like rent from a castle, which is much higher than a village, then I'm going to put that towards my troops, or buying more businesses, so then I can keep on creating more wealth, so I can just keep on churning out more and more troops, keep on upgrading them, everything like that. Now, I decided to face the king at his own feast, but before that I decided obviously to join in this tournament just to earn a little bit more money, just in case I did get chucked out, and chucked out obviously this kingdom. Also, the fact of I've won this tournament may or may not also lessen the blow or not. So upcoming very shortly is me facing up to the king and seeing his reaction to what I have done, because at the end of the day it's me that's taking the actual fall for this. It's not the other lord that gave us the quest. So here we go. I've first decided I'm going to hand obviously in the quest to the lord who gave it to us, which was Lord Jargunda. And obviously, like I say, that all the lords have varied relations on it, and yeah, we're about to face the king's wrath in a moment. Yeah, there we go. You've broken my truce. You know how this makes me look. It looks like I'm weak. He was very tempted to obviously indict me for treason, so obviously I decided let's not push it and let's walk away. But then I went and raided another caravan just because I wanted some more money. I don't know if this will affect me in the future. I can't remember if raiding even more caravans does affect it or not, because obviously the initial damage is already done. Does it really matter? If we continue, this will be obviously in another video if it all goes pear-shaped and I end up getting kicked out of the Kingdom of Nords. If that's the case, potentially what I might do is I might take up a an oath with someone who's wanting to take back their kingdom. So if you've made it this far, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the content and the information that's been provided. Make sure to put a comment down below, like the video. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. That's really important. It really helps out. And like I say, I hope you've found this useful. If you've got any questions or game suggestions or anything like that, chuck it in the comment section below. I'll have a look at your comments. I'll respond to them if they need to be responded to, and I will pay attention to them. Okay, thank you very much for watching now.